Let's do awesome shit. Don't include this in there because it'll give away your secrets.
Welcome back to Dear Teen Diary. I'm Greta.
Hi, I'm Wes.
And today we are on the final entry of 8th grade.
Ooh, I get that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Dear Diary. Jay wouldn't want to read you anyway. Fuck Jay.
Seriously, I know.
Jay lacks curiosity. Jay's probably nothing now. The thing is, I'm not sure if I should be offended or not. I mean, I'm glad he's not prying. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm glad he's not prying. Were you, though? You wanted Jay to pry in here, and you wanted Jay to pry...
in my vagina.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But I want to be closer with him. And I thought it would be a good way of sharing a bit of who I am and how I think. Problem would have been he probably couldn't read even half the chicken scratch in here that I call my handwriting. I was too chicken to ask Brandon to give the apology letter to his mother. Ack!
Yeah.
I worked so hard on it too. I wish I didn't heart Jay, cry, he'll never ever love me back. It sucks so bad. So bad. Maybe my spell isn't going to work to let me know if any of the boys I like me. Of course, there's only one boy I like. Jay, of course. Why, though? I may as well flush myself down the toilet. Cry. Maybe it's destiny. Maybe I only think I like him. Maybe it's that I'm destined to love him. But my...
Free will.
My free will is getting in the way, or the other way around. I'm destined to love someone else, but my free will is to love Jay. My brain says I don't love him, but my heart is screaming for me to go hug him 1,000,000 times.
1,000,000 hugs.
You'd still be hugging him.
I don't know. It depends how long the hugs were.
If your heart is screaming for a hug, that's a 5-second hug.
At least.
Yeah, so it's 5 million seconds. Plus you have that space between hugs. You're not...
No, we have to do this math immediately.
7 million seconds. Dude, that's 116,000 minutes. 1,944 hours. 81 days. Huh.
Yeah, I wouldn't still be hugging him.
Picture this. In an unknown garden hidden from all but me, I walk through the entrance, pushing the vines away. Beautiful sculptures are all around. Ivy twirling? Twining. The grass is green. The tall flower bushes of roses and lilacs are everywhere. The walls around this seemingly endless garden are too high to ever see over. Birch trees stand modestly, evenly, but randomly spaced widely throughout the field. Like grounds.
The field like grounds.
The field like grounds. I'm sorry. There's not a single square meter that does not have some flower, bush, or tree. As I make my way slowly toward the center of the garden, my light periwinkle dress drags slightly behind. Am I starting to read like some softcore? Is that about to happen?
Super softcore.
Super softcore.
The softest core you can get.
Like, cause this is a little weird.
Yeah.
It could get weird. All right, and I like that. I'm good with weird. The white lace trimming is slightly soiled, but I let it go unnoticed as my sleeves hang loosely in great swoops from my thin fists. Wrist. That's wrist. It's an R. I peek around a white lilac bush to see a wonderful mermaid fountain made of marble. It sparkles gaily in the sunlight. On the edge of the fountain, which has water pouring from the two mermaids' uplifted hands, sits a boy. He is wearing fine satin, do not ask.
Yeah, I had to decode that the other day.
Okay.
Because it's scribbled out so thoroughly, but I managed to still read what it says.
I like it.
I don't know why we're not supposed to ask
I'm
about
asking.
satin. I don't know.
I'm asking about the white satin shirt. I need to know.
No fucking idea.
His shirt hangs over his broad shoulders lightly. He looks up. His blonde and brown hair hangs into his face. He pulls it behind his ears slowly. As he watches me come from behind the bush. I'm glad I didn't have an awkward pause there. My eyes brimming with tears. I slowly walk to him, head held high. I remove my glasses and wipe my eyes on my sleeve carefully. He removes his glasses as well. Oh, man. This is getting me all
real.
bothered. I do declare. He smiles at me knowingly. I turn my head down and sob. Dude.
Cry.
down, boy. I run to him and fling my arms around his neck, head sobbing into his chest. I kneel on the ground by the water fountain. He embraces me best he can until he too sits upon the ground. My red hair sticks to my burning cheeks with tears. His warm arms wrap around my waist, comforting me.
There.
I loosen my grip around his neck and look up to see his face. His eyes are shut tight as his tears come from them.
This is what I like to call cry porn.
Oh my god, this is cry porn! His eyes are shut tight as tears come from them as they had from mine. I put my chin on his shoulder and hug him again as I melt in the moment. He lifts his head a bit and whispers in my ear. What did he say? That made you cry again harder this time. Something sad. We both tighten our grip in sobs.
Shut up.
Oh, this is great. I love the crying. It's so much crying. After so much time, I can finally say, I love you. Okay, I like that story. Due to the fact that I think I'm going to let Brandon read this, I'm getting it straight. I do not have a crush on Brandon, but I wish I did. Oh! As a boy that used to be 14, that's murder. I do have a crush on Jay, but I wish I didn't, because having a crush on someone that you know doesn't find you attractive at all and who's super touchy, no offense, is stressful. Bold exclamation point from hell. Chris? Oh no, third place Chris. Do you get real with third place Chris here?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Third place Chris, I hope you watch this.
Oh.
Chris, I've never had a doubt about where I stand with him. He's a super cool friend. Sorry, Chris.
Super cool. That's a good thing.
Super cool friend. Parenthetical, sorry, Chris. You just never seem like you'd have any interest in anyone like me. Also, the boy in the story was based on Jay. No fucking shit. But only because I want to hug him. Star, dreamy-eyed, closed star. A great, big, long, warm hug. Slaps herself upside the head. That's another star. Okay. What am I saying? Also, I'm not suicidal. I can't cry, though. That pisses me off that I can't cry. But we had like 6 pages of cry porn.
Because I wished I could cry so hard.
Okay. I can't cry. All the time I've been at Central, boys that are mean, like Tim Winter. Oh, Tim
W. Tim W.
Oh, we don't say Tim.
We don't say last names.
Are you going to beep it? And Tim R. have tried to make me break down and cry. Oh, but I bet you didn't.
No, I did not.
So I refuse to ever let myself cry. Fucking bump that. Ow. Problem? Yes. If you don't let it come out, it builds up like in a sponge. You don't notice until it all gets wringed out into the sink. That's when you hit rock bottom. And that's where they want you to be. Feeling so bad about yourself that you give up. Meaning that they have less people to compete. You know what? That's pretty insightful.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like that. I've tried not to visit that very low point too often, but like I said, you don't notice until you're sobbing in bed. Damn. Sorry.
Middle school was a dark time.
Middle school's a dark time for everybody. It's just we all didn't write it down. I'm glad you wrote it down. Just cry when I need to, when I want to. Then I wouldn't be so fucked up. All my sad emotions come out in my recent poetry. So I think Anna thinks I am secretly depressed and or suicidal. I try not to get mad at school, but every time I'm ignored or shooed away or made fun of, I can't help but take it personally. I understand that. Well, it's hard not to take being made fun of personally in middle school. Just don't tell that to them. They want you to think you're ugly, a freak, worthless, hated, stupid, and just not worth anything. Just don't let anyone know it works. Once you do, you're done for. Because when they know you often feel that way about yourself, they'll never let you forget it. Just remember, even if you are hated, it's not by everyone. It's good. Just never hate yourself. Living a magical life in our own little world, age 14, date Monday, December 18th, 2000. This has been my recorded soul. Enchanted Maida Ivy.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to read the closing poem? I lied, there was one more poem. Fuck you.
Let me read it.
And now for the ceremonious closing poem of the Middle School Diary, as read by Wessie Cakes.
This poem is called Lift Me Up. Lift me up and close my eyes. Take me away from this world I despise. Arms held open, blood streaks my face. All I ask is to be away from this place. Lift me up and close my eyes. I must live on in this world I despise. Thus endeth 8th grade.
It's probably a pretty good crush dance, let's be real. Possibly the best crush dance.
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
So let's start with, you wanted these guys to read your diary really badly. How did you get them to read this? Did you just happen
They
to
never
leave
did.
your... How'd it work out that summer? There had to be a summer. What was the date on that? That was December. What do you remember about the rest of 8th grade with Chris Brandon and Jay, right?
I'm actually going to do a completely separate video for that.
I'm a dick. I'm sorry for asking. All right. Well, I feel like most of my questions have been answered.
Thank you for watching Dear Teen Diary. I hope you enjoyed this entry. If you are looking for the last entry that you missed, there'll be a link up here. And if you want to go to the next entry once that is up, it'll be down here.
There? Cool. Click on it.
That being said, I hope you are having a fabulous day. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want more.